coming home after a long day and being able to like just chat shit for an hour with your mom. That's genuinely one of the best feelings in the world. And then the advice she gives you is like not comparable.
Action.
Hi, I'm Ria,
And I'm Kanchi.
and you're officially part of the Slumber Party squad.
So, welcome back to the Spoke Too Soon pod.
Happy New Year! It's all good vibes here.
Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you for the intro.
What the What was, guys? I said I was going to say this, and Kanchi was like, don't say anything after that. Makes sense. Why?
Yeah, because this rhyme was like now that we've changed the rhyme, it's more fun. You
I
can
can't
keep
believe-
going on and
I
on.
can't believe you just called me dear.
Yeah, what
That
else?
was so funny. Guys, it's 2026.
Happy New Year.
It's all good vibes here.
Yeah. We are in 20. Now we are not mentally, we are physically also in
2026. This is insane for us personally because, first of all, I don't think when a new year begins, anyone can register that a new year is beginning.
Yeah.
Like everyone's always like, oh my god, where did the year go? Where did it disappear? And we are currently like, while we're shooting this, we
It
are
is
in December.
2025.
Yeah. And we have to mentally be in 2026 for this
Y'all
episode.
are watching this in 2026.
You are in the first week. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going? Are you locked in?
Yeah, I don't think we are yet.
I don't think we're
No.
locked in. No.
But it's so weird actually now that you're saying talking about 2026 when you're not actually in it because I have no idea what's in store for me in 2026 and I don't even want to think about it.
You don't want to think about
Yeah,
it.
like I don't want to think about it and be like, oh, what are my goals this year? Do I have to what do I want? What do I don't want? What should I improve? What should I do for myself? I don't want to think about those tough decisions.
That's so unlike you.
That's unlike me. Yeah. Me being me, I would have it all in my
Yeah.
head from like December. Okay, this is my plan, and I'm gonna lock in, and I'm gonna do that, and I wanna achieve this. But I actually don't know what is the next step. Like what is happening. I just wanna go with the flow.
Why do you
And-
think that is?
I don't know. Is it a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Like
This is me every year.
I'm just not taking it as a new year. I'm just going as a new month. Like I'm just going normally.
Fair,
I don't
bro.
want that pressure of a new year. I don't want people asking me what's on your list and what are your goals. I don't want that because I don't know.
Why is it that you don't want to think about it? Usually, I
I-
think you would have like a whole
Like maybe
vision board.
because it's getting very real. Like because we are growing older
yeah.
and like 2026 is gonna be a big year. Like I'll be 25. Like
Are you getting married?
is that
Kanchi?
even real? No. I'm not getting married in 2026. But it's
Maybe
too
that's why
real
she isn't
now.
telling us.
Like I don't want to experience that reality yet. Can I just live?
Can you just be a child?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I get that. I understand.
Only
that.
one thing that I know that I want to do in 2026 is I feel right now I'm in this space where I'm only thinking about work 24/7.
Hmm.
I want to actually give time for that hobby or for a hobby or some activity that I do not have to think about anything else that time and it feeds my soul. Like I feel happy after doing that. Like
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I would enjoy going to dance classes. I wish I can, like, I know I can do that.
Yeah.
But whenever I think about it, I'm like, if I commit to something, then I don't know if I'll get some work that day. How can I go twice a week somewhere? How can I
Yeah.
say from now?
Yeah.
Like, I want to do some activity, like, just do it for me to be happy.
I fully understand
Yeah.
this. This is so accurate.
Yeah.
And you feel guilty if you take that time out of your day because you're like, oh, then I can't work at this time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But how do I do it? I think I have to, like, draw a line somewhere and be like, this is for me, I need to do this.
But then also, these are your years to maximize and make as much money as you
Yeah.
can and like professionally succeed as much as you can. So
Yeah.
it's like you're kind
That's
of torn
what
apart.
you don't know. And even my mom, in fact, my mom told me this that you're not doing anything for yourself. Like, apart, obviously, you're working.
Yeah.
But you're not doing anything like you used to. Like I used to
Yeah.
be a very extracurricular oriented kid. Like I
Yeah.
always had things going on, like this art, dance,
Yeah.
drama, blah blah blah. But now I don't do anything like that. Like even when we went to Ariel, that used to make me happy.
That was so
I
fun.
enjoyed it.
That was amazing.
So now I need to find something.
You know, I actually texted our aerial teacher, Raj Mudra. I texted her recently to be like, can I come back to class?
Yeah.
Because I started my fitness journey, if you all haven't seen yet. And
you are locked in.
I am locked in. Like, even I feel like the new year, like the 1st of Jan, brings a lot of pressure with it. Like, I don't know how people start something new on the 1st of Jan, which is why I have purposely started working out in November, December, because then it'll already be a thing.
Yeah, like you
in
don't need
Jan.
to think about it. It's already a routine.
Yeah, exactly. But again, which I'm not able to make it a routine. Like, I'm not able to go every day at the same time because our job is such that it doesn't allow me to do that.
Yeah.
Like, some days we have to be on set all day.
Yeah.
Some days we need to like edit all day. Some days are like upload days. So there's no
fixed time that I know that on Tuesday at 7 p.m. I'm always going to be free. No.
I can't. Yeah, there's some random event,
Yeah,
something's
yeah.
happening. So even if I'm looking for a trainer, I don't know how to tell the trainer that, okay, I'll come at this time every day. It's so difficult. Like, how do you get a routine down? If you're a content creator and you're like figuring out how to get a routine down, you have tips, help us out.
I think it is about drawing a line and making time for yourself.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'm giving you advice. I know you won't take it.
Wake up early, finish it in the morning.
In the
and
morning,
then go.
anyways, you don't do any work.
Can I tell you a secret that I've been very scared to admit, but I am going to say it out loud this time?
Okay.
That I've actually been wanting to wake up early. Like, before
Who is this person?
before this year of my life, like, even you know, I
Yeah.
used to always tell you that I like sleeping in. Like, I feel rested. I like starting my day late. But I've genuinely been wanting to wake up and get some things done in my
Yeah.
day. Because then I have the rest of the day to work.
See?
But I am facing a problem.
You're not getting enough sleep because you're sleeping late.
I'm okay even if I don't get sleep. Like last night I got 4 hours of sleep. But I feel good. I'm chilling. Okay. That's not my problem. My problem is that my house is very hectic in the morning. Like, my dad's going to office. My mom is like, running around, getting everything clean. There's food being made.
Yeah.
There's things being done. It's a very hectic place. And I mean, if you live in Bombay, you know that there is no space. There is nowhere to go. If I want to get out of my bedroom and sit on the couch or like sit in a balcony, there is no such thing. Like, where do I go where there is no noise? We face this so many times where we're like, we have to shoot.
Yeah.
And we can't shoot
We
until
can't.
2 p.m. until the house is silent. And the
That's-
construction noise.
Here also there's so much noise.
Yeah, this room needs to be soundproofed.
Yeah, I get that. But I think that's because we live with our parents.
For
Like,
sure.
Anyone who lives alone, maybe they don't face this. They like, I'll wake up whenever I want, I'll sleep whenever I want, I'll do what I want.
Yeah.
But because we live with our parents, I think we, especially now in our 20s, there are so many issues that we face that maybe was not even an issue when we were in college or school. Like, we never even thought about it. We were like, we're just living. This is how we
Yeah.
live. But when you become an adult and when you have your own life, like your own things to follow, your own routine to do, then trying to manage your mom's schedule in that or trying to figure out the whole family's routine, it's so difficult when you become an adult and you have your own life, your own work, your own job, to think about your mom's schedule or your whole family schedule, because like your mom has a schedule at the back of her head, like for the whole house, that you have to eat at this time, wake up at, like not wake up but eat dinner together, or
She has
eat-
for me wake up at this time because I don't wake up only in the morning. But yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel that I'm doing my own work. I'm like into something, so much is happening around me, and that time if my mom tells me that can't you go and put your clothes in the washing machine, then I don't want to at that time. I know I should, because I am a part of this house and I
Yeah.
have to do my own work, but I'm also doing my work. Like, how do I draw a line that right now I can't?
Yeah.
And if I tell her, then I don't want her to feel bad. Like, and she'll be like, you don't do anything at home. You just do your own thing. I don't want that.
Yeah. Like, you want to be a helpful child, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you have too many responsibilities
Yeah.
of your own.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know sometimes how to Like last night, I had to send a script by 8 p.m.
Huh.
and my mom wanted to keep dinner at 7:45 p.m. And I'm like, I am literally working on the script right now. Like my manager is texting me, she is waiting. And like my whole house, everyone is ready to eat. And they're sitting on the dining table and they're looking at me like I don't have my priorities right. Like, you know, all of them are like, can you please like come and join us and put your phone down? Because our job also kind of looks like sometimes we're like just
Yeah.
texting or like we're messing around, but we're not. And like I felt so guilty in that moment because I could see all of them eating and the family spending time together, and I'm just there like on my phone just being ignorant to my whole household. So like I understand, but at the same time I wasn't ready at
Yeah.
7:45 to eat.
See, if you live alone, I don't think you face this problem.
No, because you can choose now. Right now I'm ready. Now I'll do my laundry.
yeah,
now
I'll eat late today. I'll eat early. I'll
Yeah.
do this.
based on your work, based on your schedule.
Yeah, so it is difficult. Like, I'm sure you never had this in school. Like, that time we were like, your mom said you had to eat dinner at 7:45. You eat dinner at 7:45.
Yeah.
But now I don't want to eat right now. But you can't say anything. You
But
have
also
to.
in school the schedule was very different in the sense that we had school, then maybe we had tuitions or
Yeah.
something, and after that we were done for the day.
Yeah.
Maybe you had to study or something, which I didn't, so I can't relate
Homework.
to. Yeah,
You didn't do that.
I didn't do it. So like then they knew that okay,
Okay,
now
now-
it's chill time or it's TV time, and then it's eating and sleeping.
No, but I also feel when you're a kid, you don't have responsibilities that
Yeah.
you're having now. Like, you're a 20-year-old person. You don't want your mom doing all your work.
For sure.
That also you feel guilty that, bro, I'm an adult. Why should I
Why
tell
is
my
she doing
mom?
everything?
Why is she doing it
Yeah.
for me? Like, she already has a lot of work herself. Like, I can't put my things on her. But then at the same time, like, how do I manage so much?
In fact, you want to help her now.
Yeah, like, I want to do more for the house. Like,
Yeah.
I actually want to, like, that day, this was like a really crazy thing.
Did you cook dinner or something?
No, no. But my mom's main thing is that if she has tea made from someone else's hand, she feels really good. Because
Aw.
she makes it every day for
Yeah.
everyone. So having it from someone else's hand is good because she can wake up and directly have it. She doesn't need to make it.
Yeah.
So that day I woke up early randomly and I was like, I'm bored. What should I do?
Let's make chai for my mom.
And I made tea for my mom and dad.
So cute.
And my mom was shocked. She's like, wait,
What's
who
happening?
is this person? And I don't even know how to make tea because I don't drink tea myself.
Yeah, and
Like,
your mom makes good tea, so
Yes.
you're giving her some serious
if
competition.
she wants to have matcha, sure, I'll do that. But I looked up on YouTube how to make tea. I searched. I knew where all the things were, so I managed somehow. And I made tea. Like, it was not the best, but it was something. And my mom appreciated it. And I felt so good. Like, I'm like, I wish I can do that more often. But that's also so difficult.
Like, it was the gesture more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel if I wake up early now, I'll try to do that. At least that one job for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually very sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Where I can't do anything in the kitchen. The only thing I do is make coffee.
Yeah.
And so I make coffee for my mom pretty often, but she needs it to be perfect. Like, she's like, you need to put the coffee till here, till the top
Like,
of this.
she won't like it if it's
Yeah,
not
she
proper.
won't like. She believe you've made some shit coffee, so I have to make it properly. But now I've learned, I feel like, and I agree, like, you know, when you can just go and give them
Yeah.
something in their hand, the same way you feel when they come and give you something, like your meal just comes ready to you in your
Yeah.
hand. It's the same thing, but like you get to do it for them.
Mhm. Living with our parents in our 20s has a lot of good points and bad points.
Yeah.
Like, the good points is that we don't have to think about the basic things.
Yeah, true.
Like, you don't have to think about rent or anything.
No.
You don't have to think about groceries. You don't have to think, oh shit, the thing is over. Like, the milk is over. Who's gonna get it? Like,
Instamart.
all that. Like, that's not your problem. Your mom is gonna figure it out. But
True.
I feel that we also need to learn to do all those things. Because
Yeah.
in the future, if we ever have to live alone and have our own house, how will we know? And my mom keeps taunting me like this. That, what are you going to do? You don't know how to do this. When you live alone, what will you do?
So can I tell you something crazy? So my cousin, she got married like a couple of years ago, and she moved out of our house. Now all of us, like, we come from privilege. We have very comfortable households, right? We don't learn these things the
Yeah.
way you're saying. The first time she had to go buy fruits and
Huh.
vegetables and stuff, she was so lost. She was like, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I do this? How do I plan? Like, even if you have a cook, okay, say
Yeah.
you're privileged, you have a cook, you have a Maharaj coming home
Yeah.
cooking for you. How do you know the right ingredients to get to stock your
For him
kitchen
to cook.
for him to cook the food you want?
Yeah.
Sis, these things are so complicated.
Yeah.
And I see it in like our age group where like you're in your mid 20s, for example. We're in our mid 20s. You're in your mid 20s at this point because everyone has had such different lives around you. There is someone who has never lived away from home, like us,
Yeah.
right? Then there are people our age that have gone to study for like 4-5 years and
Yeah.
they've lived alone, they've lived with roommates, they've lived in college dorms, and they've really like figured their life out and learned a lot about themselves. And then there's also people that have like gone to live somewhere for like a year, not learned anything, and come back.
And lived in the
Same house
Back
again.
to square one.
Yes, back to square one. So I feel like when I compare myself to someone that has lived away from their home,
Huh.
I see such a difference in self-awareness. Like they know so much about themselves. They know what they want to eat. They know how many calories they're taking in every day. They know what goes in their food. They just know more about themselves and their routine and their
Yeah.
life, which we don't yet.
Don't you feel, do you ever feel that maybe I should live alone for a few years or just try it out to learn?
Like, you know this. This year, last year, I was very close to moving out of my house. And it was a very like, in the spur of the moment kind of thing. One of my friends was moving out and she was looking for a flatmate.
Yeah.
And I have been thinking about this like for the last 5 years of my life. I've always said that before I get married, I will move out and live alone for even 2 years, just because I want to live on my own to learn more
How to
about
run a
myself.
house, yeah.
Yeah. But my Indian parents, of course, were like, even if you have the finances to do it, it just makes sense to save it for your future if you have the comforts of living in your house. Like, see, most people move out. I mean, the typical reason to move out would be for college or for a
Yeah.
job or something. So if you're doing it voluntarily just to learn about yourself, it's very difficult to explain to your Indian parents that you're just doing it for vibes.
Yeah.
So obviously, honestly, even I am not mentally completely there yet, and I'm not like, cool, I'm ready, let's move out tomorrow. Like, even I have the hesitation, but I want to do it. I've always felt like I want to live on my own for a bit. But then there's also that thing about like saving money,
Yeah.
already having
Like
your
if you
parents
already
to help
have
you
this,
out.
then why do you want to put your money in that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want to learn something.
But at the same time, already in a few years, we are going to get married.
Yeah.
We are going to have to pay bills, pay rent for the rest of our life. So why rush it and do it 3 years earlier? But also, when will these 3 years come back and when will you be able to live alone again?
Yeah.
Like, it's such a dilemma to be stuck in the middle. Where like, and the thing is, I also love living with my parents.
Yeah.
I'm very close to them. I feel like I'm very attached to them in the sense that I want to come back after a long
Especially
day.
being a single child.
Yeah. Like, I talk to them about everything. Like, all my friends gossip, who my friends have hooked up with. Literally everything, all details they know.
Yeah.
And I also feel like maybe my friends won't come to meet me as much because they're so close to my mom. Like, some of my friends only come to meet my mom because she's so cool. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm too close to my parents also to have that distance to live alone. Like, without them, or even leave them if it's not for a reason.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I don't think I think I've told you this before. So I don't think I could think about it only.
Yeah.
Like moving out of my house. Not because like my parents would be like, no, you cannot. But I feel that, first of all, obviously I'm scared.
Even I'm scared.
I can't live alone, I feel. I can't.
I think you wouldn't get sleep at night.
I wouldn't. I'm scared. I need people. I need someone. I need someone to talk to. Even if I'm alone at home and everyone's out, I feel like what's this? This is weird. I cannot be. I need to make a plan. I need to go out. I need to call someone to my house. I cannot just be alone idle at my house. It's weird. I need someone to talk to. Not even talk to, just be there next to me.
This is a problem. No, I know this. Because you've told me sometimes my house is empty and you come and you're like, how do you do this?
Like even at my old house, sometimes I go and I'm like, my parents say, go to sleep there. Na, it's late, so don't come now. Go to sleep. I'm like, no, I cannot sleep alone there. I'm not coming. I'm coming back home. It's a problem, I think. It's an issue.
have you, like, do you go and get like lunch on your own or like coffee
That's
or
not
dinner?
a problem. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
In my house
Okay.
is
Fair.
the problem.
Fair. Maybe because you're used to seeing your house full.
Yeah, maybe because I've lived in a fuller house and there is always someone. It's never that the house is empty. That's also another thing. That I've never had to experience living completely alone. Like, it's not that like, suppose my parents are going out, then my daddy is there. My
Yeah.
daddy is going out, my mom is there. My dad is going out, my mom and daddy are there. Like, it's never one person is completely alone.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's not there, my brother's there.
Yeah.
Like, I've never had to experience that since childhood. So maybe that's why I'm scared. Because
True.
there's always someone around.
Which is actually a good thing. Like, a lot of my friends tell me that, like, how do I live alone so much? Because sometimes my parents are traveling and stuff like that. And even you tell me this.
Yeah.
That, like, how do you sleep on your own? How do you eat on your own? How do you do these things on your own? But also, like, because you have a sibling,
Huh.
things are a little different.
Yeah, you don't have to do it all on your own. Like, you have someone with you at all times. Like, if your parents are out of town, your sibling is there.
Yeah.
And you all can do your own thing.
Yeah.
But whenever you live alone, that too for days on end, I'm like, girl, what's happening? Isn't this scary?
I love it. Well, my family is also like this, where like all of us really like our space.
Yeah.
So we also talk a lot. Like, maybe post dinner we'll sit and we'll gossip for 2 hours. But then post those 2 hours, everyone has to go their own ways. Like, there are 3 rooms in my house, like the living room, my room, and my parents' room. It's a very
Everyone-
tiny Bombay house. Okay, everyone goes their own way at one point, and everyone knows that they have to give each other that privacy and peace.
True.
Yeah. Like, I feel like for us personally, why we also love taking trips so much is because, as people who have always lived with their parents, that's where our freedom peaks.
Real.
I love traveling with my parents also,
Yeah.
because theirs is the luxury travel. But I genuinely feel like we do whatever the hell we want on a trip.
Yeah, like, there's no one to tell us that time.
Yeah.
That 1 week you can actually, like, do whatever you want. And I also feel I love traveling with my parents, but also without them, because I feel there's kind of, like, I don't have to face a lot of issues that I might have to when I am home. Like, issues, not like just the everyday things.
Yeah.
That's too much to, like, do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to go through that. I can just live life on my terms for that week.
Yeah, like it's a
wake
break.
up, sleep whenever you want, go wherever you want, come back whenever you want, eat whatever you want.
Skip lunch, eat
Yeah,
Thai pancakes.
yeah,
for
literally
lunch.
don't, like, literally not eating properly. Anything.
Like, we ate dessert for lunch a few days.
Yeah. Guys, by the way, we finally took the trip that we wanted to since so long. We were talking about it throughout the year on the pod, that when are we going on a trip? When are we going on? We finally went last month and it was so worth it.
It was
It
insane.
was much needed, girl.
Bro, since we came back, Kanchi has been saying that she's not able to lock in again.
I'm not able to work. Guys, after I came back from the trip, I cannot even think of work. Like, I think of it and I get tired. Like, today I'm so tired even without doing anything.
Yeah, like you're in vacation mode.
Yeah, like, don't you feel that December is vacation?
It
Like,
is,
December
yeah.
is not supposed to be a month where you work. You're not supposed
For
to
sure.
work in December. You're supposed to chill. You're supposed to go out.
Winter break.
Yeah, it's so cozy also. And actually, yeah, now in Bombay, it is cozy.
It's so hot.
You wake up late. Wake up at 7 or 8 a.m. and go to
You're
your
sounding
window.
like my mom. Next time I'm not taking a trip with you.
It's so cozy and nice. And even at night, it is.
Really?
Yeah. So it makes you feel like sleeping more. You feel
Yeah,
like
that's
not
so
doing
true.
anything.
Yeah.
And I feel now, how will I get back to that routine where I was like doing so much?
You make your vision board. Jan 1st or 8, you'll be fine. Oh, today's Jan 7th. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't know what.
Yeah, the timing is all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jet, do you feel like the freedom that you feel on a vacation, okay? Do you feel like you also learn about yourself and what you would do with that freedom? Like,
Yeah.
even though we have it, we still come back to the hotel at 10, 11 p.m.
Why?
We can go wherever we want.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we
We
want.
can literally not come back to the hotel.
Yeah.
But why do we come back?
But we come back, we do our skincare routine, we tuck into bed. Like, it honestly helps you learn about what you actually like.
I also feel that we have learned so much about ourselves when we travel as we grow older. Like, I think this trip was the trip where we actually went out also a lot, but we also learned that, like, we would always at night be so tired, we're like, now we need to sleep.
Yeah,
Like, now
this
we
is
need
it.
to chill. Like,
Yeah.
today, let's not go out late. Let's come back early and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's also a different thing. Like,
For
I think first time when we are like, we have to make the most of it. Go here, go there,
Yeah.
enjoy, come back.
Kill ourselves. Like, we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
exhausted by
We
the
would
end of the
barely
day.
sleep. Like, we would barely get any sleep. We
Yeah.
would wake up also early. But this time we were so relaxed.
Yeah.
I think that comes with the age.
Oh my god. No, actually, no, I want to argue this because my parents
Huh.
are the most spirited people while traveling.
Huh.
Like, when I go with them, we end up doing like, we were trying on our trip, we were walking so much. Okay, and this one day we met Devashi, and she ended up doing like 25,000 steps.
And we had done 13,000. Still good.
Yeah, still very good. But how did she do 25,000? Then I was thinking about it.
We were doing more than her.
We were walking a lot. Yeah, she's using some other app. But my parents,
Huh.
when I travel with them,
Huh.
I easily do like 20,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Like, they go hard. I have to wake up early. I have to be on it. They don't want to take a break. Like, you know how at some point you feel like, okay, now I need to sit.
Yeah.
They don't feel that urge to
They're
just
like,
sit down.
do it. We are here.
Yeah.
We need to-
And like, I think our age is surpassing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's also Gen Zs. Yeah, Gen Zs know their limits. They know their boundaries. They know, okay, if you're on a trip, I'm here to relax but also have fun. Like,
Yeah.
I want to give myself that time because I'm not getting it in Bombay.
True.
I'm not getting that time for myself. So here to let me sleep for 1-2 extra hours.
As, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, bro.
For sure.
Actually, traveling is very subjective. Like, we can't say what we like.
Yeah.
Like, some people only travel to make the most of it and make sure they touch every single
Yes.
tourist point.
Yeah.
Like, they have to. Like, if I went here, then how can I not go here? Like, that's
Yes.
important.
Wake up at 6 a.m. and go and see everything that is
Yeah.
there to be seen
Like,
there.
food is not important for them. Anything else, they want to see the spots. But for us, like, we are different.
Yeah.
We want to try out new cafes. We want to just walk around and experience. We don't want to, like, wake up at this time and make sure we see that tourist spot. Whatever we see, we like.
Yeah.
If we like something, we go. If we don't like, we don't go.
If we don't get to see something, we'll see
It's
it
like,
next
okay,
trip.
yeah, yeah, that's us.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
We are also so lucky to have parents. Again, Indian parents have a lot of hang-ups. So we're very lucky to have parents who give us that liberty that go ahead,
Hmm.
go on whatever trip you want.
Hmm.
Like, experience whatever you want.
Yeah.
As long as we are being responsible and stuff,
Hmm.
they're very supportive with letting us experience life our way.
Yeah.
Like, maybe when they were our age, they didn't have these kind of, like,
yeah, liberties or,
at all.
Yeah.
But they are so open with us. They give us permission to do whatever we want, whenever we want. And I think we've spoken about this before also. It comes with, like, trust, of course.
Yeah.
Big on trust. But I was going in the direction where, like, we are financially independent. So they also don't have to fund our experiences.
Yeah, like, we are not telling them I want 5 trips a year and you pay for it.
Yeah.
No. Like, if we want to do it, we do it on our own.
Yes.
Yeah. Or else we go with them when they want us to come with them.
Yeah. Like, I know that my parents are going out of their way to plan more and plan more trips and experiences with me because they know that I'm at that age where maybe I won't
Yeah.
be living with them soon. So they want to maximize their
Yeah.
time with me, which to me is so cute. Like, I'm like, yeah, sis, plan
Yeah,
more trips.
this
Take me
is-
wherever you
This
want.
is real. Like, my mom has always says this, that, like, before you get married and all of that, we need one proper trip of 4 of us as a family together. And I mean, like, first I would be like, we'll go. But now that I think of it, that yeah, we need to plan it.
Yeah.
Like you never know. Like, you're growing up so fast, the years are just passing.
And all our friends around us are getting engaged. Everyone is just dropping like flies. Everyone's getting married. You open your feed and all of our friends are just getting married. So even though we feel like we are getting older,
Yeah.
at least we still have time.
But
But
our parents know it. They know that the
Yeah.
time is flying.
they know the
Yeah.
timeline. They've lived it.
Another good thing about living with your parents is, I feel that, especially when you're sick, like, you have someone to take care of. Like, I cannot imagine being sick alone in a house and making your own food, like getting up out of bed when you can barely even get up. and
Yeah.
trying to cook a meal for yourself just because you have to pop those pills. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to think about all that. Like, when I'm sick, like, my mom will be there for me. I think that's something that we take granted for, but you're very lucky if you have it.
Yeah.
Like,
for
if you have
sure.
someone to take care of you when you're sick.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? And also, when you come home, you have someone to speak to and tell about your day.
This is so important. Like, sometimes when I come back from a long, tough day, like, as much as you say that, oh, this person is my best friend or my boyfriend or my girlfriend, after a point, everyone gets a little frustrated with listening to your same rant or something like that. But your mom or your dad or maybe even your brother or
Yeah.
sister, they are always there to like listen to the
Same
same
thing.
complaints over and over again, even though you do the same thing for them. But like coming home after a long day and being able to like just chat shit for an hour with your mom, that's genuinely one of the best feelings in the world. And then the advice she gives you is like not comparable to anything anyone else can tell you, because they speak from so much experience and they also know how you are as an individual. Like, if I'm going to her to rant about my day and I'm like blaming 10 people and I'm saying this person fucked up and this person did this, she'd be like, but also, Ria, you are like this and you have a bit
Yeah.
of a temperament. So like she kind of also puts you in your place, and that's actually the best company to live with. So you, like, I don't know, it's a little controversial, but I feel like you also grow a lot living with your parents or living with your family in general, because
Yeah.
it teaches you so much patience. Like, I swear to
lot.
God, as I feel like my grandparents getting older, I feel myself getting more patient. Every Sunday lunch, going out, taking 3 of my grandparents out to lunch, helping each of them walk,
Yes.
ordering things when they're allergic to half of the world, finding the perfect meal for them. It's made me a more patient, understanding person in all areas of life.
Yeah.
Like-
I think this is very true what you said. Especially if you live with your grandparents, you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Learn a lot. Also, you have a lot of patience. Like, I've lived my whole life with my grandparents and now with my dadi. There's so much that you can learn, like, without like actually someone teaching you. Like, it's not like a class, but even just observing them or seeing what they do. No, I'm just so grateful that I get to live with my dadi. Like, many people wouldn't be able to. Like, sometimes you get annoyed, but then sometimes you also feel so good.
Yeah.
Like, you see her and like you're like, oh, you live with like a third generation.
Yeah.
And she gets to see you grow up. Like, she's seen me grow up. And then I think it's crazy.
Also, they give some crazy tips and tricks to live life the right way and to show respect. Like, I know that in our Indian culture, this whole thing of like showing respect to an elderly is a little overrated for Gen Zs, because a lot of older people think that they deserve respect regardless of how they are, which is a whole separate conversation. But I feel like they teach us how to respect others in the sense that you once told me something that your dadi told you. Okay, and that has been with me for so long, and it's something so small.
I don't know what this
But
is.
I've been doing it. Your dadi had told you that you should say happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
because it makes them feel special.
Yeah.
And this is a fact. Like, if someone wishes me at 10 a.m. versus someone wishing me at
10 p.m.
10 p.m., I know that that person has woken up and thought of me first, and they just remembered my birthday. They haven't seen someone's story.
That's so true.
Yeah, wishing them first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
You show them so much respect. And isn't that what your dadi told you? And you told
it is
me?
so true, because sometimes, suppose I'm not in town on my birthday, or like even if her other grandkids are not like here or whatever, she calls them at 10 in the morning and wishes them. And sometimes I feel, oh, she must be getting annoyed, she just woke up or she partied late last night, like maybe she's barely awake to say thank you. But then I'm like, she's remembering in the morning, today is this one's birthday, I need to wish them right away.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, even when I wake up on my birthday, my dadi's ready there to wish me outside my room.
Even my nani, she is the first person to wish everyone on the family group. I'm like, you have the memory of like goddess
I
or
think
something.
it's that generation.
Yeah, because they didn't have phones to save numbers and all. Now they would memorize
They
everything.
memorize phone numbers and birthdays.
Yeah.
She knows everyone's phone number without seeing.
Yeah.
Crazy. I could not.
Also, another thing that I appreciate a lot, because I think both of us are really big foodies.
Yeah.
And me personally, I love ghar ka khana. Like, I will do anything to go back home and eat like hot dal chawal. Like, that is my motto for
Yeah.
life. Like, even when I come back from a trip, my whole family knows
Yes.
that my first meal at home has to be curry chawal or dal chawal,
Same.
khichdi, something
Yeah.
like that. And my nani, my dadi, my mom, all of them are such great cooks. And my nani makes the best South Indian food, like rasam and achars and stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? The fact that I get to wake up
Yeah.
and eat like rasam, rice, appalam, mango ka achar, onion pickle, I'm like, I'm living a life.
So true.
Like, so many people that live away from home, the thing that they miss the most is their
Home
mom's,
food.
yeah, like their mom's haath ka khana and stuff like that.
We take that for granted.
For sure.
So many times we're like, I don't want to eat, let me order.
Yeah.
Bro, now that I think about it, I take a lot of things for granted, which I shouldn't.
Same. But
No.
I think it's also because we have to do it every day.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's normal, like it's human for you to want a break, and honestly, even for your
For
parents to
them,
want
yeah.
a break. Like, even for them living with
20.
daughters, sons that are 25, 26 years old,
Not easy.
living at home, working from home. And we honestly have a menace of a job.
Yeah.
In the sense that my mom sometimes is casually talking on the phone, she's watching TV, and I'm like, please keep quiet, I'm recording. I'm doing a voiceover.
Yeah.
Like, I need the house to be empty to shoot. Like, we also don't leave the house. So,
Yeah.
where is their space for them?
So true.
Goes both ways, I guess. But everyone sees their own
Yeah.
side a little
Both
more.
things I like now, to each is your own, whatever
Yeah.
you like. I think you should try try everything.
You know, this is also why I think a lot of older people say that you should get married earlier.
Hmm.
Because as you get older, you are so set in your ways that it's tougher to live with someone new. It's tough enough to live with people you've
people
been living
already.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then to adjust and learn about someone new, almost impossible.
Like, you already have your own ways to do things. You have your own routine, and now you have to try to adjust it with someone else, or like
Yeah.
share something with someone else.
Yeah.
And already your parents are dealing with it, and they have to deal with it more and more as you grow up, because you
Yeah.
become more and more in your own,
More
like you have your
stubborn.
own thing, like this
Yeah.
is how it should be. Imagine in your 30s you'll become even double than this.
Yeah.
And if you're not married then and you're still living with your parents, I feel it's more difficult for them and not for you.
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, they are in that era of their life where they are relaxing, they are
Yeah.
retired, and you're the one like hustling and stuff. So
Yes.
you're actually getting in their way more than you think you are.
Yeah.
Wanna play a game? I feel like we've spoken a lot.
Yeah, let's play.
cool.
So we have an Indian parents bingo, and we are gonna read out a few things, and we are gonna say yes or no if it has happened to us.
Cool.
So the first one is parents reading your messages accidentally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's happened.
I'm sure it has
But I
happened.
have to given my parents my password and all.
Yeah,
so
like
I don't.
I
Yeah.
actually don't care.
Yeah, even I don't care. It's okay.
But I feel my parents are very aware now. Like,
Yeah.
my mom asks me, like yesterday also I was in the bathroom and my phone was out and some OTP had to be given to the delivery guy. So my mom asks me, can I open? So I was like, wow, that's great. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, open, do what you want.
Yeah, I think, bro, we're very lucky, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, touch with our parents. Like, they are very, very aware that they want to give
Yeah.
us privacy and they respect our privacy and stuff. But this is not most people's
Yeah, yeah,
lives. Yeah. Checking your bag. I mean, not checking your
No.
bag, but like in school, yeah. Checked my bag to check if I got my exam ka result.
Oh, like that. No, my
Not
mom
anymore.
would check my bag in a way that she made sure I took everything
Yeah.
that's needed, like books, this, that, for
Yeah.
school time. Right now, so she won't check my bag, but before coming to the shoot, she asked me all 3 outfits taken.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
like, yes, girl.
Same. Everything you got.
Yeah.
Cool. Asking about marriage randomly. Yeah.
Malab, when will you get married? No,
Yeah.
not that.
Yeah.
But talking about marriage, yeah. But
Maybe not when will you get married, but yeah, talking about marriage or like what I want from my marriage or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like as a girl, you talk to your mom about these
Yes,
things.
yes, of course you do.
Yeah.
You randomly talk about it.
Yeah.
Comparing you to neighbors' kids, no.
Not neighbors' kids. Kids, yes, not neighbors' kids.
Hmm.
Overfed you and got offended if you refused. Not really.
I think this is not
A girl mom
parents.
thing.
This is grandparents.
Yeah, this is grandparents 100%.
Whenever I go to my nani nana's house, I have to eat. Even if I'm not hungry, I have to eat.
As a Sindhi, I have to drink at my nani's house. Boys and girls, if I have a tough day and I just need to go back and like maybe like finish an edit or work,
Huh.
I can't say that. She's like, you have to have a drink with me. I'm like, okay. Sorry.
Love her nani. No, but my nani now understands if I say no. But my nana is like, no, eat this, or we have this new thing, try this, new thing has come, nani has made this. Everything you have to try, even if you're not hungry. And my nani tells my nana, leave her na, she doesn't want to eat, she'll eat if she wants to on her own. Like, if she's hungry, she'll eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's sweet.
That's
yeah.
so cute,
Yeah.
bro. That's so cute. Answered your phone call with ha bolo.
Yeah, na.
I guess,
Yeah.
yeah. Very often.
Told guests your childhood embarrassment stories. Not embarrassing stories, but stories, yeah.
No, they have told guests very embarrassing stories about me. Many times.
I also want to know these.
I'm sure she'll tell you happily if you come home. My dad too doesn't remember only anything. Like he mushkil se remembers. Like when I was in school, I used to always ask him, Papa, which division am I in? Because he would never know. Like, am I in 5A or 5B?
Yeah, yeah.
Dads have no idea what's happening.
They even don't know like your roll number. Like you
Yeah.
randomly ask them what's my roll number.
No idea. Never. Like even now, like sometimes I tell him something that's happening in my life and he'll ask me a week later. So like, when is that happening? And I'm like, hello, it's
It's
done.
over.
It's
No, like sometimes when you're right, when my dad is filling some important forms, bank and all of that,
Yeah.
he asks me 23 or 24. I'm like 24. Sis. He knows, but he'll ask me
reconfirming.
23 or 20, 2001, 2000. I'm like, yeah, girl, you should know.
That's too funny. Assumed phone equals waste of time. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Now I think
Now they know.
Now they know we're working.
But pehle, yeah.
Max. Yeah.
Max. Like, why do you need a phone?
Yeah. And if you're sitting on your phone, means you're doing time pass only. It doesn't mean
And
you're.
now I tell my mom, you stop scrolling, sis.
now my parents wake up in the morning and instead of the newspaper they scroll on Instagram.
Yeah.
They are addicted. Like they know more about social media than I know about social media. I think it's also because
I
of my
can
job.
literally, like, if I'm in the living room and my dad is in the room at night before sleeping, I can literally hear the reels that he's watching. It's so loud.
You can hear the viral songs.
It's so
and all.
loud. Like,
Yeah.
why does it have to be so loud?
I randomly hear our voice in my mom's room because every Wednesday night she watches the podcast, which is so sweet, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so cute. But then, like, randomly I'm hearing my voice and I'm like, oh god, she's watching the pod.
Said, log kya kahenge?
Yeah, not the literal words, log
Yeah.
kya kahenge, but
Like,
like,
what would...
yeah. Yes. No?
I can't think of it.
Of a situation.
Yeah.
Fair. Gave unsolicited career advice.
Yeah, bro. Who hasn't given?
Yeah. Sometimes you need it,
Yeah.
but unsolicited also.
Yes, sometimes I'm like, okay.
Said this is why we sent you to school during arguments.
Uh-huh.
This is tough,
In fact,
bro.
I tell them that my dad keeps telling me that you don't know any kind of maths and this, that. Like, you don't know anything. And I'm like, where do I use it now? I don't need to use it. Literally.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't know basic maths. I'm like, okay, I don't know. What do I do now?
Even I don't know basic math.
Yeah.
I use my calculator for everything.
Literally.
Like I second guess myself even when Google is telling me that is the answer. Like I don't trust numbers at all.
Guys, and we were traveling and we had to like do some conversions and
By
something.
the way, Kanchi,
Riya was-
I have to tell you this. This is completely off topic, but we did the conversion for the whole trip wrong. I came back and I told my dad that we spent so much, whatever. And he was like, sis, this is not the conversion. We did 2.5.
Yeah.
It's 2.9. So everything we spend money on is just a little
Why
more
did I
expensive.
think it was 2.5? You don't even check.
I didn't check. Oh yeah, we googled it once and we were signing it and I'm like, check the conversion, whatever. Can't you open it? So cool, 2.5, and we kept doing into 2.5, into 2.5, into 2. It's not. It was 2.9.
Into 2.9.
Yeah.
That's why we were wondering why is so much money getting over.
Yeah. Our money was just flying.
It's okay.
Anyway, say the last one.
Ended lectures with "हम तुम्हारा भला ही चाहते हैं." Like we want.
We want the best for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. Why not? And I mean,
They do want the best for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes their advice is not on the same.
Page.
Yeah. It's not on the same wavelength. We're not thinking the same thing.
Yeah, but we're here for it. We love it.
Yeah.
Finally, time to recommend something. Richie recommends. Let's
And we're
go.
back to shows
Yes.
and movies.
And I am so excited to recommend this. By this time, it's fully out.
Huh.
But right now, I've only watched part of it. But the end of an era docu-series. Taylor Swift. Oh my God, Ria. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Even though I've not fully yet watched
You told
it.
me this actually even when we were on our trip, that I have something to look forward to when I go back to Bombay. And I thought she was talking about another trip, but she was talking about this documentary.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
came out on 12th December. And guys, I'm not telling you because I'm a Swiftie or whatever. I'm genuinely not telling you because of that. I'm telling you because every single person will have something that they'll relate to in this docu-series. Like if you are an artist, you'll like it. If you're a choreographer, if you're a producer, if you're like, you do events.
Anything in
even if
theatre.
anything in theatre, music, literally
Creativity.
anything.
Yeah. I want to say something.
She watched it,
Yeah.
guys.
I watched it and I loved it. Like I've only seen the first two
Yeah,
episodes at this point, but I have cried. I have sobbed watching the second episode. I have literally spoken to Kanchi being like, I can't believe like how much of a mastermind Taylor
This
Swift
woman is.
actually is. And I'm not a Swiftie. I obviously
Yeah.
love her music, which is why I also like relate to it
Yeah.
a lot. Like I like sometimes see the making of some things or how she plans something. And I'm like, what the hell is going through her head? Like, how does a human being think like this? And I have come so excited to talk to
Yes.
Kanchi about it because it is genuinely
And something at that
amazing.
scale. And one woman behind it all.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
and just to see the way her mind works, the way
Yeah.
her team works for her, and also, yeah, like you're great, you're creative, you're hardworking, but to be a good person on top of it all is,
If you see it, you'll know.
yeah, don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, I'm just waiting now for the next episode.
But Kanchi recommended this for me to watch, and I
Yes.
genuinely loved it. So you all
Yeah.
should watch it.
And I'm sure that many people will start loving Taylor Swift after
Yeah.
watching this.
I genuinely don't think you need to be a Swiftie to watch
Yeah,
it.
you
It
do
is
not.
just, in general, a very interesting documentary.
Just to know about how things work in
Yeah.
this kind of industry.
Like, it is whatever you say about Taylor Swift, how much ever you hate on her, whatever you say, honestly, this concert, like this whole tour, has made the most profits any artist's tour has ever made in the history of tours.
And it's not only made profits to her, it's made profits to the whole world
Yeah.
in some way or the other.
Every country she has visited, every person that has worked on her tour, and like it's crazy. Like it's
Yeah.
genuinely life changing for so many people. Watch it. And you can watch my movie also, which is on a completely different, tangent. But the movie The Parent Trap,
I love it.
it's so cute.
I love it. Oh my
It's adorable, and I also love to see how like parents stay present through everything in their kids' life.
Yeah.
Like no matter what's going on in their lives, they are like,
I
there.
love this, bro. I forgot about it.
I've seen this movie so many times
Same,
growing
same,
up,
same,
bro,
same,
and I have like nostalgia and memories attached to it. What
Yeah.
a movie, bro.
Love the movies of that era.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Guys, you all have some good recommendations today, so
For
now
sure.
you all should watch them.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is the end of the episode, and this is the end of the episode. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Spotify, on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do all of that, and we will see you.
Same time, same place next week.
Happy New Year.
Bye.